Top 18 tips and tricks for buying term life insurance. Life insurance is an essential part of financial planning, but understanding it and buying the right policy can be tricky. Here are some tips you can use when buying a life insurance policy. When considering life insurance, be sure to look outside what your employer provides. While this may be easier and you may assume they are providing what is best for you, it is not always the case. Make sure that their rates and coverage are competitive or better than other offers that you could go with. When you buy life insurance, you should be sure that your coverage is sufficient. A good insurance should cover your debts, your mortgage, your loans, and even cover the education of your children. To save some money, consider switching to annual life insurance premiums instead of monthly life insurance premiums. Some life insurance providers will charge you extra fees if you pay for your premiums monthly, so, if possible, pay your annual premiums in one lump sum at the beginning of each year. Factors to consider as you select the term life insurance is your own age, the age of your dependents, the nature of your financial commitments, as well as what you can reasonably afford. You may want to consider basing the term around fulfillment of milestone expenses like when your youngest child will have graduated from college or when the house will be fully paid off. Alternatively, many people choose a term that covers them until they can access their retirement resources. Whatever your own considerations may be, choosing your term length thoughtfully will bring many years of peace of mind. One of the most important factors when deciding on a life insurance policy is choosing which company to get it from. There are various companies that offer life insurance and some offer policies at significant discounts compared to others. However, not all companies are financially stable enough to reliably pay off future claims on their insurance. These companies generally have lower credit ratings. Although getting a good deal for your money is important, it is far more important to choose a company with a high credit rating as they are more likely to be around to fulfill their responsibilities. Try to get life insurance through a financial advisor instead of a broker. The brokers make commissions off of life insurance policies, while financial advisors charge flat fees. The advisor will be more helpful with finding the best policies for their customers' needs, while the broker will want to suggest policies that will provide them a higher commission. This isn't every broker, but it could be if no good relationship is formed with them and the customers. Before you purchase a life insurance policy, you should be sure you compare all similar policies. Policies can vary in length and may or may not be renewable after a certain time period. You might also be able to find a policy similar to what you need for a better price. To get the best insurance policy, you need to conduct proper research. How much should you expect to pay? This depends on a number of things, such as your overall health, habits, and sometimes even your hobbies. The insurance company will probably require you to have a medical exam prior to approval. A good tip is to lose weight and stop smoking. This could reduce your rates by a substantial amount. Consider your current health when purchasing a life insurance policy. It is less expensive to purchase life insurance at a younger age and when in good health than later in life. Often, even if you experience health problems later, your life insurance is not impacted if it has already been in place. Trying to buy a policy after a health problem can be much more expensive, if not impossible. When creating a life insurance policy, if you name your minor children as the main beneficiary, the flaw in this plan is that minor children cannot inherit money, so it is handled by a custodian appointed by the state or the insurance company. This custodian might not be the surviving parent. In addition, placing your child as the beneficiary allows them access to the full fund as soon as they turn 18. Save money on your policy by cleaning up your bad habits and improving your health. Your policy will be priced based upon your risk class, which is determined by many different health factors. Losing excess weight, quitting smoking, and getting your cholesterol in check will reduce your premiums. Try to determine for yourself how much life insurance you actually need. Many life insurance providers offer several ways in which they can make their own estimations. They usually overestimate in order to turn a larger profit. Do your own estimating so that you can be sure you aren't getting ripped off. Life insurance is an important item to have in place, especially if you have a family that will need to be provided for after you have died. Do not leave this important issue until it is too late. Investigate a life insurance policy as soon as you are able and ensure that it is backed up with a current will. When purchasing a life insurance policy, it is vitally important that you are completely 100% honest when answering questions about past medical history and other items raised, such as drug use. An insurance claim can be declined if it is ever determined that the initial information provided was not true. Don't buy more life insurance than you actually need. You want to buy just enough for your family's needs. Buying too much life insurance means that you'll end up paying a lot more in premiums. Be sure, though, that you don't skimp on your insurance and end up with a policy that won't provide for your family. It's a good idea to review your life insurance policy each year to see if it still meets your needs. If you've had any big changes in your life, such as a new child or the purchase of a home, you may have to modify your policy to reflect your new situation. It's important that you understand that term life insurance is only for protection and not for investing. There is no savings component in term life insurance, so your best bet here is to simply pay for this type of insurance and invest elsewhere. Your policy payments aren't collecting interest or anything. Before buying a life insurance policy, make sure to ask the right questions. Find out if your term life insurance policy is convertible and for what length of time. Likewise, find out if it is renewable, and, if so, do you have to requalify? Can you cancel your life insurance policy? Does it include a rider for accidental death? Are there exclusions? Are your premiums variable? The more you know about a policy, the better prepared you'll be to choose one that adequately provides for your dependents.